Hello again. I need you to help me make a decision, as you may have guessed by the title up there. Now you see, I'm about to buy myself a new toy. I love new toys, especially the technological gadget kind. Now I was planning to get myself a new camcorder because the one I'm using at the moment, this little Sony high definition camcorder, while a very nice camcorder, has a couple of problems. The first problem being that it's not mine, it's borrowed. Problem the two, it's a Sony brand camera. And while it's a very nice piece of hardware and it takes a lovely shot, the fact is that I have no deep love for Sony hardware at all, and if I can avoid using their hardware, I will. So anyway, the camcorder I was looking at getting is the Canon HV20, widely regarded by many professional reviewers and people in the industry as the best consumer level, or prosumer even, level handycam. It takes a beautiful picture, and I've seen many examples of it. There are even a few on YouTube you can look, although YouTube is, tiny window and compressed. You can still get a really good idea of how impressive this camera really is. But the problem with it, and the only problem I have with it, is it's tape-based. And tape-based cameras, while good, it means you get, a nice clean image and everything, and it's only moderately compressed. It's real time when you import. If I take an hour's worth of footage, I have to import for an hour. And there are a new bunch of cameras that have been coming out lately that either record to a hard disk or record to memory cards and things like that. And most of those have problems. Because they're recording to a 4 gig card instead of one of these which can hold, 20 gig or something like that, 18 gig. They're fairly compressed, and you get compression artifacts and it doesn't look good. But there are a new level of solid state recording cameras coming out called the AVC HD camcorders. And they use a H.264 MPEG-4 type compression, and they look really good, but there is none that really have caught my eye yet. There's a new Panasonic one, which model number I can't remember. And basically I'm really interested. I've decided to hold off on buying the HV20 to see if Canon, later in the year, bring out a model just like that, but records to HDSD cards or something like that. Because then you can import an hour's worth of footage off a memory card, and it takes a few minutes to dump 4 gigs worth of footage, and that's going to do wonders for my workflow. So, as in love as I am with the HV20, I've decided to hold off just in case there's something just around the corner that's going to be a little bit better, which means I'm left wanting in the new toy department. And so with all the buzz going on around the new Halo game, Halo 3, that has just gone gold, which means it's gone to master. They've finished testing, the beta test, they've worked out whatever bugs they can find. And I've been watching a lot of footage and a lot of previews and things like that. And while I've never been a huge fan of the Halo series, the only Halo game I've ever spent any real amount of time playing was at a LAN party once, and that was the PC version. Up until recently, I haven't played much Halo on the original Xbox. I've been playing a little bit recently thanks to my friends Rena and Marco, who love the game and kick my ass tragically, although I did get you a couple of times, Marco. And you too, Rena. Where was I going? Oh yes, the new Halo, the Halo 3 looks spectacular. It looks like it's been fine-tuned perfectly. Co-op online play, so you can actually work as a team with other people online instead of just fighting against each other. That seems a bit fun. And it looks spectacular. The weapons look a hell of a lot of fun. The maps look great. And I'm fairly enamored with it, which is surprising really, because I've never been a huge Xbox fan, and I spent a long time deriding Halo. I never saw the appeal of it. I thought it was a very ordinary first-person shooter. But Halo 3 may have changed my mind. The question I have to ask you folks, is Halo 3 enough to convince me to buy an Xbox 360? Now, there's a few other reasons I want an Xbox 360. There are a few other games that look pretty attractive. There's the Xbox Live Arcade thing going on, which I'm attracted to. I spent a lot of time playing the virtual console games on my Nintendo Wii. That's a lot of fun, sort of old school games, simple fun games you can pick up for 5-10 minutes and then put away. It's great for killing that sort of little bit of time that you need to kill before you go out somewhere, or you just can't be bothered sinking your teeth into one of those big games. And of course, there's the fact that you can get the HD DVD drive for it, and it seems like a good way to add HD DVD playback functionality to my home theater system. And of course, I don't like Blu-ray. Blu-ray can go suck its own genitals for all I care. It's a bloody mess. And the fact that Paramount have just said, okay, we're HD DVD only, thanks folks, is another sort of keystone in the castle of reasons that HD DVD is the one I want to get. So there are a few reasons I'm looking at getting an Xbox 360. I guess what I'm really asking for you folks to do, convince me. Convince me why I should get an Xbox 360. And if you're a Sony fanboy, save your breath, because I'm not even looking sideways at the PS3. You can jam that hulking piece of crap right up the darkest receptacle of your body. So, it's new gadget time. I've decided to hold off on the camcorder. Convince me why I should get an Xbox 360. Tell me that Halo is worth spending the money. Convince me. Convince me. Should I splash the cash in an Xbox 360? Go! Catch you next time.